for a new and different perspective every week on LEGO sets, news, media, and more. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Wednesday, June 28th, 2017, and you're listening to episode 107 of the BCC Podcast. Last episode of June already. Which means the year is all downhill from here, I guess. Joining me today is my fellow host, Klenda. I forgot, we didn't decide if we use the word host or cast member or what on this podcast.
I don't know, because we kind of host it, but we're also member hosts? Member-hosts? I don't know.
I mean, we're all cast members, but you know how some shows call everyone on the show hosts? Or, I'm not sure who else here even listens to podcasts like I do, but also joining me today is Mace.
Hello.
Gotta get better with your introductions, Mace.
I know, I was thinking that.
At least he's straightforward about it.
I don't think that's what we're going for. So, we've got quite a bit of LEGO news today. We're going to start by picking up on some Ninjago. Well, we're actually not going to start with that. We're going to get into that in the later segments, new Ninjago stuff, a couple more sets to talk about, and the LEGO Ninjago Minifigures line.
Yay.
But before we do that, we're going to start off, as always, with some of the smaller news of the week, and that is the brickheads being displayed at Comic-Con this year.
Man, are the DC ones ugly.
I didn't think the Martian Manhunter one is too bad.
But he looks nothing like Martian Manhunter.
So, for reference for everyone listening first, the two, just like last year, I believe it was last year. Yeah, it would have been last year. They're releasing two sets of two brickheads at San Diego Comic-Con this year. One for DC and one for Marvel. The DC one contains Supergirl and Martian Manhunter. And then the Marvel one contains Spider-Man and Venom.
I would have actually bought them if they were available.
Well, you know, there's always the second-hand market.
I am not paying $1,000 for those.
If you get them right away, it's not often $1,000.
I know. It will only be about $100. I'm still not paying it.
I have trouble paying $1,000 for a Brickheads.
Brickheads, it's not worth it. Even the only two ones I've ever thought were kind of cool. The expression on Spider-Man's face, though. Those eyes.
The eyes are adorable.
It looks like someone turned his brain off.
I think the Spider-Man one looks pretty good, and it comes like a little web thing.
He's the only one I buy, him and Venom. I like how Venom has his tongue.
I really don't like Supergirl, so the DC one doesn't appeal to me at all.
Well, you don't like
really
the
ugly
DC
build.
Supergirl anyway, so...
That's what I just said. I didn't mean
one
the
of the
brickhead. The
ugliest
brickhead is alright,
brickheads.
but...
I think it's one of the ugliest brickheads they've ever made. It just doesn't look good to me. And Martian Manhunter does not look like Martian Manhunter. I suppose he looks like the TV incarnation, but... would prefer the more classic one.
I was not able to... even with the green skin, which should have tipped me off, I was not able to identify him and thought he might have been maybe a Skrull.
A Skrull in the DC
actually
set?
read what he was supposed to be. Exactly.
He doesn't even have pointy ears.
Details.
Exactly. Well, wait a minute. Yes, he does.
No?
The brickheads?
Are those supposed to be
Skrull have,
pointy
like...
ears?
They
Skrull
look
have
like they
Yoda
could be
like
pointy ears. They count as pointy ears. They're pointy little thingies.
It's pointy enough.
I guess. Does Martian Manhunter normally have pointy ears?
No, but I would guess that the actor who plays him has.
I mean, they might have changed it in the modern ones, but originally, definitely, he didn't.
He doesn't currently.
Okay, he
doesn't
doesn't
look like he
currently.
really even has ears in some of these.
Yeah, he usually looks... Yeah.
Well, the thing is, if you look at, say, Spider-Man, then he doesn't have ears. I mean, that's not very helpful because he doesn't.
Because Spider-Man doesn't have ears.
So. Exactly.
Yeah, but this is based off of the TV show, you see. So it's
which TV show?
The Supergirl TV show. He's the character in that.
Which TV show is it based off of?
Supergirl. That's what
Oh,
Motion
he's in
Manhunter looks
Supergirl.
like.
I did not realize he was actually in
He's in
Supergirl. I don't
Yeah,
watch
remember
that
he
show.
was in the Flash episode.
Hmm.
The musical thing.
Wait. Never mind. All right.
Moving on.
Not much more to say there. I mean, I don't really collect that many brickheads myself. So, though
I don't think I have any.
the Spider-Man and Venom ones, they're worth it if you ever want to get like a small set. But the Spider-Man and Venom ones, like I said, are really cool. But even aftermarket, probably for something like this, would be worth around $50 if you're a serious collector.
Yeah, but it'll probably be sold for a lot more than 50.
Actually, you can get some pretty good deals on Comic-Con exclusives if you get them right off the bat. Because there's some people who sell stuff like Lego and don't know how much it's going to be worth.
That is how I got the exclusive Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 variant.
Yeah, I remember that.
Considering how similar all the Spider-Mans from the Spider-Man sets tend to be, he really stands out among my collection.
Really, I don't have much more to say about these.
Nah.
So, I guess
They're
we'll move
little
on
sets, so.
to... Let's move on and talk about one of the Ninjago sets we've gotten a picture of. Well, the only one we've gotten actual pictures of, but we got pictures of the ice tank recently, and much better than the low-quality pictures we talked about last week, but full pictures. And I've seen mixed reviews on this set. Personally, I really like it.
I really like it also, and I was talking with Ford earlier, and he also was singing its praises.
I wish it was more of a pyramid with treads, but I still like it.
So, and then the minifigure selection is kind of more boring than the other ones. You only get one ninja, being Zane, which is disappointing, especially since I think almost every other one you get two ninja for the ninja vehicle, right?
Yeah, from a distance I thought that there were two, but no, one's just a guy with a weird fishy thing on his head.
Yeah, that's the angler guy, which is similar to the one we'll see in the minifigure series later, except his
I like the
blue.
angler hat.
They're cute little wishy squishy things. I'm calling them wishy squishies.
When are we gonna see Cole's mech, though?
Again, let's get a price for $80, though, which is
Oh.
quite a lot for what it is.
Yeah.
Well, once it goes on sale.
Maybe once it goes on sale.
Yeah. It feels like it should transform into something. Is
Yeah.
that just me? I feel like it should turn into something.
No, I don't feel like it should turn into something.
I mean, but that'd be
kind
cool,
of a
though.
solid
I
tank.
can imagine it turning into
like
an
the
awesome
pyramid
ship.
part. I feel like the pyramids part should split apart and do some wingy thing. I don't know.
I really like how the really big capsule thing on the back with the giant translucent blue pieces.
That's really good, yeah.
And I know some people don't like how it's asymmetrical with the gun. I really don't mind that, though it uses a stud shooter, which I hate.
Yeah. It's
You
so
prepare to
hard.
lose your studs.
You drop it 1
I
inch
was
on the
unpacking
ground
a
and it'll
bunch of
shoot
my
every
Lego
single
sets,
one
and
off.
all the protectors, I have no more studs after being in storage for so long. Because really, if they're banged around, they're just going to get lost. That's why stud shooters are awful.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad idea, but
Super glue them.
it's too easy to lose them. There should be a way to turn it off or something. Or a cap
There
that
does
goes...
need to be a safety lock. There we go.
Why not a cap that goes on the
That
front?
doesn't help either, though, because if you bump, it's really when you bump the end of it, it'll pop off.
Then why not a cap that goes on top and covers them?
That's a good point.
That would be a bit awkward, I think.
Well, yes.
So is losing all your studs.
So I think
Far
the
more
real
awkward.
solution here is just not to use stud shooters.
Well, Lego's going through a
Yeah, but that's
phase.
not gonna happen anytime soon.
I think these have been a bit more than a phase. They've been around for quite a while now. What, 3 years?
Yes.
You
So,
see, with studs, they don't
I
have to
think
create
sadly
new...
they're around to stay, at least for quite a while. They seem to have gone away from using like the launchers from Bionicle like they used to.
I really liked those.
But now all they have to do is make studs. They're gonna make studs forever.
I really liked the Zelmar sphere launchers.
Yeah.
Though I know those didn't integrate the best into system either, so that's understandable.
Well,
Just
yeah.
The Glatorian Thorax launchers. That's
yeah,
all.
launchers,
Thornax launched
those
for
are
these
good.
for a while too.
Yeah,
That
I like
worked
that.
all right for some
That
things.
worked better.
The flick missiles are awful,
Mhm.
but they still use
Squid
those for something,
launchers.
sadly. System never used squid launchers, and anyone who's just here for System isn't even gonna know what those are.
I know. It took me 5 years to learn how to shoot one of those accurately.
They
You
fire
don't shoot one of those
squids.
accurately.
Exactly. Not if you haven't practiced for 5 years in the Zen dojo.
For some reason, the Zane tank just looks very Star Trek to me. I don't know why.
Okay, yeah, it looks science fiction-y, and I think that that's trying to fit the fact that Zane's a robot.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I feel like they're trying to reflect the
Well,
personality
all
of
the
each
vehicles are
person
kind of
within
science
the
fiction. I mean, they're
structure.
definitely not science fact.
Yeah, but this is more old
We
school
wish.
50s
We have a bunch of
theoretical
spaceships and
sci-fi.
giant mechs. I'm pretty sure that
Yeah,
all
yeah.
qualifies as science fiction.
Yeah, this is old school, long time ago sci-fi concept looking type
Yeah.
of thing.
Okay, glad someone else thinks so too.
Not the
Ooh,
more
we get
modern,
du-
streamlined type of stuff.
We get double-sided face printing for Zane. First time we've seen him look serious in the whole darn thing.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He doesn't have the
If you look
giant
on the back of
smile
the box.
plastered on his face.
On the very back of the box, it's got a picture of Zane looking serious. I mean,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
got
well,
his
at
mask
least
on,
his
so you can
eyes.
see the eyes and eyebrows.
We don't know if
Yeah,
his
but
mouth
that
is
means that he
serious.
stops.
I hope he's still
Well,
smiling with
if
those
his-
eyebrows.
If he's still smiling, that would actually be terrifying. Like, hello, I'm going to ask my friend to cut your fingers off now. Thank you. Oh, I'm looking forward to what they do with Zane. I
He's
don't know what they're going to do with him.
He's definitely going to be
I'm hoping that they
one of
treat
the
him
more
right.
unique characters in that movie. You can tell that right from the
Yes.
bat.
Well, yeah. I'm hoping that they treat him right. There are lots of spiky fish in this set.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I still think those fish are kind of stupid.
I think that they're so cute in their stupidity. Reminds me of my household. I'm sorry. It's just that sort of weird, really quirky sense of humor that I think they're carrying forward from the LEGO movie, LEGO Batman movie, all those. All two of them.
Why fish though?
Well, I think we had
mean,
this
it's not-
of conversation last time where everyone was telling me, oh, well, fish are one of the main things. And besides, Ninjago's a fishing village, I think.
Yeah,
so.
from what I've heard, that the idea is like this basically Pacific Rim type thing with giant mechs versus kaiju type stuff, so they're all ocean themed villains.
I understand where
And
the
I can't
idea
remember
of
the name of
fish
the giant
as bad
mechs.
guys come from. I think it works
They're
as an
Jaegers.
idea.
Jaegers,
But
okay.
why fish for Garmadon?
Well, that's why I just explained it's like the kaiju thing.
Yeah, Garmadon never had kaiju.
Well, yeah, I didn't say it's referencing Ninjago, it's referencing something totally new.
Yeah, and I think it'd be a nice bad guy idea, but it doesn't fit with the Garmadon himself. In my opinion, anyway. Garmadon doesn't feel like a fish or a kaiju kind of guy to me.
But we do have to take a break real quick, and then we'll talk about this set, so stay tuned for that. Have a question or comment you'd like us to answer on the podcast? Just send us an email at thebccpodcast@gmail.com. Welcome back to the BCC Podcast, Segment 2. We're going to get right back into talking about some more Ninjago movie set news. Starting with the set description we've gotten for the retail exclusive Garmadon, which is obviously a trailer
You're saying
reference.
it wrong. It's Garmadon.
So this set is
Clearly.
going to retail exclusively at Toys R Us for $80, and it is the Shark Mech, which we have seen in the trailer.
Interesting how it says it has 2 cockpits. That they have a co-pilot and maybe a secondary villain.
I have no idea, because it's obviously not going to be as big as in the movie,
That's true.
so I don't know where they're
Probably
going to
not.
put the cockpits.
One in the
Ooh,
mouth,
Jared's
one on the head.
Sounds legit.
Well, I kind of hope the mouth could actually
The
eat
mouth is
minifigures.
probably going to be saved, and it's probably going to have some moving function, so you can make it fake.
Well, the mouth says it has snapping jaws, so
Yeah.
we know that the jaw moves.
Then in the stomach and on top.
it'd be awful if the jaw didn't move for something like this.
Oh my gosh, yes. That would be such a bitter disappointment.
Mm-hmm. It'll definitely move. I wonder what ninja it'll come with besides the obvious Lloyd. I wonder who else it'll come with.
Well, yeah, it says it coming with Lloyd. I'm
knew
not
it.
sure if it'll come with another. I don't think it will come with another ninja.
Aw.
From what we can tell from this description,
Probably
it's
not.
Lloyd, hot dog guy, embraces girl against Garmadon.
Too many Lloyds. Give us someone else.
There are a lot of Lloyds.
Now
Like, there's a
you-
lot in the minifigure
Now
series
you're not
too,
gonna
which I
run out
guess
of Lloyd heads.
There are more Lloyds than there were
these
Emmets.
aren't even anything like the Lloyd heads I needed.
I know.
They're totally
I
different.
am yanking your chain.
At least this Lloyd has gone through puberty.
Not like we're bitter.
So speaking of the minifigure line, let's get into those now.
Yes.
They got a
Those
few
were
cool
revealed
ones.
this week, and we're going to probably go pretty in-depth on each one.
Mm-hmm.
We're going off the brick set database here, so we're going to start with the top and go down.
Yeah.
So we're going to go through all 20 of them, like I said. We're starting off with Volcano Garmadon. This is one of the ones I like better.
volcanoes on his
It's
pajamas. And he had a cereal bowl.
Yes, I love the new bowl piece. It looks really cool.
It's a
with the
fantastic
printing.
bowl. I love it. I love the
Have we
pajamas,
gotten
too.
the spoon piece before? I can't recall.
The spoon, I think we have in a minifigure line before. Though I can't remember. I'm certainly not an authority on that. Nobody quote me.
Yeah.
It doesn't have parts inventory yet on brick set, so I can't really check it.
I mean,
Soon.
it looks new, but...
I'm not sure what the technical name for a Lego spoon is either. I have not seen one in anything I've gotten before.
It might have been in Friends or something like that.
I don't think we've gotten... Wait. Yes, there is a spoon in Lego Friends, and it is this spoon.
Oh my
I knew it.
gosh.
However, it is in light aqua in Lego Friends.
I knew it.
Can I just...
And that it seems to be the only color it's come in. So it is new in silver.
Cool.
Okay, can I just make a tick reference?
Yes.
Spoon! Anyone who watches the show will know what I mean. But
Which is why I do
I
not.
needed that out of my system. You should watch it. You would love that show, Mace.
Mhm.
So much.
It is interesting that they're having so many four-armed Garmadons in a minifigure line. It seems like a lot of pieces for a minifigure.
It seems like an
because they knew
easy
that the
way to
minifigure
find
things are gonna be More
Garmadon.
expensive.
Just
I
look
don't
for the
believe so,
really
not that we
full packs
known,
and you
though.
find Garmadon.
As far as I know, they're still the standard $4.
Good.
So the next one up on the list is Master Wu, which is disappointing to say the least.
Yeah, the only thing special about him, the cornflakes.
Cornflakes.
And it's not even like a special part, it's just a special print.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
I don't know if his face print is exclusive, because
Probably.
remember
There's not
it-
very many woos.
it might be exclusive, so that may be
I
a
think
plus.
so.
However, it's the exact same printing, cloth, and legs as the other Wu, and it really leaves a lot to be desired. I feel like minifigures should be exclusive, and this isn't qualifying as exclusive in my book.
Mm-hmm.
It's if
Anyone
you want
else
to
have any notes on
Sensei
that?
Wu and if you want
I
to
think.
play...
Oh, I think
Sorry,
it'll
you-
definitely be a unique face, considering Wu is one of the only people that cannot have a double-sided face. So they've definitely got
That
to.
is true.
They've definitely got to use
Okay,
this
yeah, that's
one to
not
give
the
us new
same Wu
ones.
print as in other sets. I can come to think of it, because he has a more serious print in those sets. Still not a redeeming factor in my book.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one has this very similar issue. It is Spinjitzu training Nia, and now her torso and leg printing is not exclusive. It is in the junior set as well as Ninjago City.
Oh, huh.
And I don't think her face is exclusive either. In fact, I think that's the same one in Ninjago City Chase.
I wish they do. These are not the most unique minifigs. Usually the minifigure line is very special. And only few of these are very unique.
Yeah, very few of them are unique at all. I'm trying to get Ninjago City Chase up to see if I can compare them directly. I'm only getting minifigures up though. Okay. Well, while I do that, let's talk about the next one.
It's definitely a different
Lloyd
Nia.
Garmadon.
The Ninjago City Chase Nia has jeans and a black jacket.
Yeah, well, I know the clothes are different, but the face is the only part I'm talking about.
She had a smile on in that one pic.
She has kind of a smirk here.
Yeah, her.
Okay, yeah. It is the same face as her angry face.
Alright, so yeah, it's even the same face. The only exclusive part in here is the brown katanas.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was going to ask if those were original.
Then the next minifigure we have is Lloyd Garmadon, which runs in a similar vein of disappointing. Just like Nia, this outfit for Lloyd is in Ninjago City Chase. The only exclusive parts being the hood and the bowl print.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really liked the hood. I like the hood a lot.
At least it's a second chance to get the spoon.
It's a second chance to get a spoon, and I love the bowl.
Mm.
The bowl is cool. The hood's alright, but it still doesn't
It's still
seem
$4.
unique enough. Well,
it certainly doesn't
$4 isn't that much for a minifigure.
$4, and you can win a bowl, and I guess a minifigure too, and
it's
a
just
hood.
not exclusive enough. I feel like they should not be reusing so many torso prints throughout this line, especially after LEGO Batman, which I believe was all exclusive torso prints and everything throughout that line.
Every single one. So
maybe
far as
LEGO's
I know.
trying to see if it can get away with it.
I don't feel like they'd be doing something like that, honestly. I don't know what.
Well, I'm trying to figure out why else they would be doing it.
I think the reason the Lloyds are so basic here is because they've had him in so many other sets, they just didn't have any more outfits to put him in.
That's entirely possible.
Well, they've only had him in 3 outfits overall.
He only has 3?
Well, if you're counting the other pajama one, which comes later, that's 4. Yeah, only 3. That's also counting the juniors set.
Yikes.
He only has his street clothes and his ninja outfit.
Maybe that's all he wears in the movie. I don't know. At least he has a new hat. That hoodie hair.
Hood, yeah, we talked about the hood.
Yeah.
Yes,
so that's something.
I think it's the first kind of hood like that with hair that we've had.
Mm-hmm. Of course, the hair limits it.
I think... No, Wild Style had a similar thing.
Oh, yeah,
I guess you're right.
In fact, it may or may not be the same piece.
Oh, you're right. The hair is swooping to the side the same way it would with
I gotta find this LEGO.
I'm gonna look it up.
Oh man, I hope it's the same piece. That'd be so funny.
Okay, it doesn't look like quite the same piece. Wait, maybe it is.
Doesn't she have a hair bow bump underneath her hat?
Yeah, but Lloyd also has a little bit of a bump. But I'm not sure. Okay, no, it's not quite the same piece. No, because hers it goes under her chin, too. Lloyd's does not.
I think her hair also goes the other way.
Yeah, it does. So, yeah, it's not the same one.
Awesome.
Let's move on to the next one. It's the Sushi Chef. One of the better ones, I feel, though it's kind of boring, honestly. It's nothing incredibly, special.
It would have been better in a normal minifig line.
He has dual molded legs, which is nice.
I like it that he has a butcher knife.
Yeah, he has the butcher knife. I believe that is a different sushi piece than what we've been getting recently.
Yeah.
I think it is, and there's several sushi pieces.
It's a salmon sushi piece.
Well, 2. There's 2, and then there's just a round single stud cylinder in black.
Okay, that's what that thing is.
I like the use of the bandana to make his bald head blend in.
I don't get that. So why does this minifigure have a round head? How does that make sense in canon?
He has a tumor.
Wow.
Wow, Mace.
I don't know. His forehead is
seems
very
wrong
tall.
about it to me.
It kind of looks like a hamburger.
If you think about it, Minifigure's hair doesn't even go up that high for the most part. So something is definitely wrong with him.
Yeah.
He's Kai's dad. Kai has a giant forehead too. He hides it with his hair.
Oh! We're already getting into the conspiracy theories here.
All right, next one actually brings up a retcon from last episode we have to talk about. We were totally wrong about what minifigure Misako was. Everyone else seemed to know but us.
We really were.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
thought
is
she
the
was
one
old.
that... Yeah.
Well, even that was strange to see her younger, but now Misako looks really young, which is kind of disturbing.
She looks like she could be his little sister, honestly.
Seriously.
So
she looks so little. I
to
thought
make
this
it
was
even
supposed
more
to be
disturbing?
Skylar.
Oh no, I was certain it's not Skylar. That's not even.
No, I knew it
looks
wasn't
nothing like
Skylar. I just thought that she was a character who was calling back to Skylar.
It may look nothing like Skylar, but it certainly looks more like Skylar than it does Misako.
Yeah.
That's
well, here's
essentially
the
right.
thing. So it looks like Sensei Wu and Garmadon are still brothers in the LEGO Ninjago movie.
Yeah.
Sensei Wu is old, and
Very.
Garmadon is his brother. Misako is still not old.
Misako's like, I would, at a generous estimate, say she's maybe 20.
Maybe she dyes her hair.
No, that facial
that's
structure, look at how
possible.
low her face is.
Yeah, she looks very young.
Yeah, like if you look at Nia looks older than her because her eyes are higher up on her head.
Mm-hmm.
Misako's eyes are much lower down and closer to her mouth, which gives the illusion of a larger forehead and thus youth. And honestly, that it makes her look like a little kid. She looks like she could
I wouldn't go near that far.
Well, she looks to me like she could be the same age as Jay Walker.
She looks like she could
No,
be
I wouldn't
younger
say-
than
she
Lloyd.
looks
to me.
fully grown, definitely. She doesn't look like a kid.
Okay, if you got rid of the side things in the minifigure torso, she would look like a kid, though.
No, just going by face alone, she looks old.
She looks younger
Not
than
old,
Lloyd.
I
old,
don't
but I mean, she
necessarily
looks
agree
like
with
definitely
that,
into her 20s.
I don't know, if I were doing a young minifigure face, I would use that one.
Is that purse of hers new?
No, there's way too... It doesn't look young at all. It has too much, like, makeup and stuff on.
I wonder if the purse opens.
I'm
doubt
not
it.
sure. LEGO... I'm trying to think if LEGO has done one of those before, or if I'm thinking Playmobil. Because I know Playmobil has those. But I haven't seen one in LEGO in a while.
I don't remember seeing one ever. Although I'm sure it's been there.
Oh, I'm thinking the briefcases. The briefcases they have open.
It kind of looks like they're the seam, so maybe it opens, but I don't know.
Possibly.
I don't see a seam is the thing when I zoom in on it.
Oh, I haven't
And
zoomed
for the
in.
record, this is a different Misako print than in Ninjago City, which makes me again question some of these other ones. She's one of the better ones from it, honestly, because she's probably an important character in the movie, and the only other way to get her is in Ninjago City.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see what her role in the movie will be since she's so different now.
Yeah. I do not know.
I don't know.
So the next one up is Jay Walker, which is him in his street clothes, which we hadn't gotten in any of the other sets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. First
So-
Lego selfie stick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a Lego selfie stick. Technically, there's no exclusive pieces on it. It's just printing.
Yeah, but his phone print, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Though you can't use it as an upright phone because of how it's oriented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
You
is a
stupid
shame.
mug ruined everything, Jay.
I'm trying to remember what else that scarf piece was in.
One of
I
the
feel
winter
like it's
sets.
fairly new.
One of the winter villages, something like that.
I don't think it was in one of the Winter Villages.
Oh,
Really?
might be a new one then.
I'm gonna look up the piece real quick.
The blue and
what do you guys-
orange together clearly declares that he's a fan of Gali.
Wow. Can't find anything on it yet. You guys continue talking about the next one while I look this up.
Okay, the next one is Shark Army General Number 1. So,
Is that the fish lady or the shark dude?
I can't tell if it's the fish lady or the shark dude, because it doesn't specify. Okay. Oh, so one of them is called Shark Army
looking
Great
at the
White.
brick link, the brick set list, it says right next to it. But,
yeah, but the rest of them weren't in order, so.
No, are you looking at the brick set page?
I'm looking at the Brick Fan page.
No, we're going off of brick set here. That's what I said at the beginning.
Okay.
Because, yeah, the next one is
Okay,
Shark
so that's...
Army General Great White. Shark Army Great White,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
Which is one of the better looking of the Shark Army.
Yeah, that's something that
It's
we
a lot
brought
more
up in the last
dramatic
podcast, actually, that perhaps these light blue and light gray looking guys were minions in the army and that they were generals who looked better. And it turns out that was correct.
Oh, yeah, well, that was kind of a given. I didn't realize that's what you're saying. There's, yeah, of course, going to be a couple of generals, but I just don't like how the
turns
minions
out
look.
that theory was true. The Shark guys do have some much better looking generals.
Though it is kind of strange he has a perpetually low battery.
Yeah,
thing.
I was about to ask about that. Also, he's got goop all over him, and I'm not sure what that is.
Both are probably
fire.
something important to
No,
the
it's not fire.
movie.
He's got, like, goop trickling down the outside of his suit.
I thought it was a chain, honestly.
No, it's definitely not. If you look around it, he's, like, splattered with something.
Yeah,
No, that's burns. There.
No, on his legs, then there are burns. But it's
Yeah, I don't see anything else that looks like
goopy.
splatter.
I'd assume Kai did it to him, but he has a fire-based weapon himself, so it may just be his look.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't see anything else that looks like splatter on him, honestly.
Maybe it's maybe it's supposed to be
maybe it
melted gold chains.
I mean, yeah, that could be it. That's really just what it looks like. It looks like decorations that are kind of droopy, not like splatter anything.
He will alwais have a low battery. It's cool that he comes with the black fish, though.
Yeah,
I
that
do
is
like
cool.
the blackfish, and I like the headpiece.
Though he's cooler than a standard minion, though, I don't care for it all that much. It's nothing I'd go out of my way to get.
Yeah, me neither.
So the next one up here is Shark Army General Number 1. Not a fan of it. I just don't like the design.
I think it's an interesting concept. I'm just not sure what.
Well, I see what they're going for, but
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
I like the.
Mm-hmm.
I personally like the entire thing except the head. I think the rest of it looks fantastic, but I just can't see this person as a villain.
Well, I think that's kind of the idea.
I
That's
know
why
it
comes
is,
with
but
a
I
pink
just-
Slurpee.
Yeah, judging from her expression,
Yeah.
she'll probably be one of the, not a very antagonistic
Yeah.
antagonist.
Yeah.
By the way, I couldn't find anything on the scarf at the moment.
It may be new, but it's
Okay.
not special enough for it not to have come out before. Definitely could have been made before.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I love the pant printing.
The what printing?
The pants.
The leg printing.
Yeah, I just don't see what I do with a print like that.
Aquaman.
Looks like armor. It's cool. I mean, if you were gonna
Alright.
do a Mara minifig.
Next
Mara?
one is one again. Wow, I feel like I'm really being negative with these, but I don't like the gong guitar rocker. We've gotten so many minifigures like this in the past.
Rock
Yeah.
on.
There's just nothing really special about this one to me.
I'm not sure what to think of him, honestly.
Like, the rocker minifigure is nothing new.
Uh,
He has a tattoo on one of his arm prints, so that's something, I guess.
maybe he'll have some relevance to the story. I don't know.
Maybe.
Probably not.
He's not unique
I
enough.
really doubt it. They already have so many characters they're working with, and if it's anything like how Batman treated all their side characters,
Well, yeah.
so I don't think it'll have much relevance, and I don't like him. Now, I like him better than the next one, though I do not share the majority of opinion on that. Next one up is the N-Pop girl.
Interesting one, this. a Ninjago movie minifigure character that is using molds from a Batman movie character that is based off of a LEGO movie character.
Yeah, I never liked that hair mold to begin with. I know a lot of people did, though. So I knew that LEGO was going to reuse it, though, because it's a very intricate mold. So, and the printing's alright if you're into that kind of thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I am really not into pink, so...
I didn't care for Unikitty to begin with, so our biggest fan isn't exactly high on my list.
Yeah. The hair kind of looks like, I'm sure she's gotten this before, but cotton candy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that kind of thing. And again, I'm being overly negative. I know some of these, like this one, I really liked in the community. I don't like this style at all.
It's not that it's a bad one, just not to our personal tastes.
So we still got a few more minifigures to cover. We're going to get to them in the next segment right after this break. Want to join in on the discussion? Join the BCC Crew Discord server. Link is in the description below. You're listening to segment 3 of the BCC Podcast. We're getting right back to the LEGO Ninjago minifigures now. Alright, so we just previously reviewed the N-Pop Girl, which no one else seemed to be a fan of, including me. I'm not sure if you guys are just following my lead on all of these because I'm opening, though.
No. I'm not a fan of Pink.
I only just realized why she was called an N-Pop Girl.
As in, like,
the J-pop is
Ninjago
Japanese pop, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thought so.
Yeah.
She reminds me of Kyari Pamya Pamya.
I have no idea what that is.
I'll show you a picture of her later on.
If you know it, leave a comment. Glenda will appreciate it.
I will, thank you.
So, the next minifigure in the series is, again, one of the most disappointing. I keep saying that, but Lloyd. It is just Lloyd.
All he has is a blueprint of the dragon. Tile. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a cool print,
That's
sure,
it.
But
it is a cool printing, but it's a printing.
It does not warrant a space in a minifig line.
It's just a blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
It's follow the instructions.
This is something that kind of angers me. This is cheap of LEGO to just throw it in like that.
Yep.
Minifigure line should be exclusive. $4 isn't a cheap price to pay for one of these. I want something collectible, not something I'm going to get in another set.
Mm-hmm. And since Lloyd is so common, you're going to have this.
Lloyd is one of the most common.
Mm-hmm. He might even be the most common, with the exception of Garmadon.
And speaking of Garmadon, the next one is just Garmadon.
Yeah.
Garmadon.
Yeah.
The only it's a cheap pieces being that hat and black and the spear piece.
It's a cheap way to get a really cool minifig. He's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it is cool, and it is cheaper than buying a set, but I feel like if you're at all a fan of the Ninjago movie, you're gonna get a set with Lloyd and Garmadon in it.
And that's true,
Yeah.
These two definitely feel like
just look extra Garmadon-ness.
Yeah, and there's a lot of Garmadons in this. We haven't gotten to all of them yet. But, again, four minifigure in a minifigure pack is cool, but it's not really valuable here. And I don't like that they're filling these slots, which, as you recall me talking last week, we could have used these to have more, like, show character references. For a while, I had been saying, we're not going to get anyone reference from the show in this series. And then we got, like, Mother Doomsday and Ed and Edna Walker.
Yeah, see, we should have had Mother Doomsday be one of the exclusive things.
Yeah,
well, not now that he's in Ninjago City, because he should kind of stay an exclusive to that at this point. But
he should definitely be in the comic shop.
They could have used. Like,
Dareth! We need...
Not Dareth. We don't really need another
Dareth.
Dareth. LEGO can't seem to get his face right. But trying to think of other characters like Cyrus Borg.
I'd still rather have Dareth.
Like, the LEGO wheelchair has never appeared in minifigure pack before. That'd be cool to have there. That's a very rare piece. You know, we have four arms. Why not have a wheelchair? That'd be really cool.
I wouldn't be surprised if they saved him for a sequel or something.
I have no idea what they're going to do there.
Are we getting a movie Pixel?
Yeah,
Not
that's
as
a
far
good
as we're
point,
aware.
though.
I really doubt they're going to... I don't
We
think
could have
they'd
used a
include her.
pixel. That would have been cool.
I kind of think that they wouldn't do that right up front.
I mean, I didn't expect any of the Elemental Masters, because I'm not sure elements are even a thing, really, in the Ninjago movie.
Yeah.
As far as we've really been concerned in the trailer, which we're probably getting a new trailer pretty soon at San Diego Comic-Con. There has not been any mention of elements.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a shame.
Well, not really a shame. Ninjago doesn't really need them.
Ninjago never has had... They've never used their elements the best. Like, sometimes they forget the guys even have their powers.
Some other people do.
They're always trying to give an excuse to get rid of them for a while and, like, possessed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ninjago, really, there's some people who think Ninjago shouldn't have the elements. I'm not sure I'm totally on board with that, but I do feel like Ninjago doesn't need them, really.
It's definitely too late for the TV show to use the elements, to get rid of the elements. It's too late. It's already part of all that.
But the show could totally go, that movie could totally go away with them and we'd be fine.
Mm-hmm. As long as they're tied in thematically, it should be fine.
So, yeah, the Garmadon's not that impressive, but the next one is Flashback Garmadon, probably one of my favorite of the series.
Oh, this sounds fantastic. I don't even know why, but it's
a really, like, just funny minifigure, which I like.
The one with the blonde hair.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He has that little picture of the volcano.
I feel like it's in something.
I don't know where it's from.
Yeah, the picture of a volcano with the white picket fence.
This volcano house.
It had the white picket fence and everything.
But with like green grass and a white fence.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if his actual lair has green grass and a white fence. Knowing the LEGO movies, then they might do that.
It could be. I'm probably
not.
No.
I mean, probably not, but they could.
Implies, though, that it was like sometime before he was evil, I guess.
I wish the tie clip was a little higher up on him so that it would
it wouldn't really work with the way.
Because you see how there's this gap of orange on the black tie?
Yeah. The thing is, they don't print right up to the part where it curves on a minifigure torso.
Yeah. It's just
that's why normally with these types of figures, they have the armor going around the front to cover that up.
Yeah.
I like how his arms are dual molded.
Yeah, that's really cool. This is really like a good minifigure too. That's a lot of parts for $4.
It does, and are his legs new?
Yes, the leg printing is new as well.
The leg printing is new. It's a very subtle difference, but it's nice.
Apparently Lloyd gets his hair from his dad.
I was thinking that, they made it the same coloration.
I have no idea how it's going to fit in the movie, but it looks like it'll be pretty funny.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to be really, really funny. It's going to be even funnier looking back at this and realizing what that is. Yeah, I'm looking
He's
back
called Flashback
Garmadon,
so most likely.
So there's probably going to be a flashback.
Yes.
So the next minifigure on the list is Kai Kendo. This is a lot like the Lloyd Kendo pack, which we saw a while back. It's mostly just the Kai minifigure. He does come with hair, and he does come with an exclusive Kendo mask, which is nice. He's one of the alright ones of the series, just not very exclusive still.
Mm-hmm. But as far as
how does he put the mask on over his hair?
You take the hair off.
No. I mean,
mask on. It's Lego. That question is just as valid for Kai as it is literally any other Lego minifigure ever.
Yeah, luckily
but the others, I can imagine their hair flattening down. Kai's doesn't. It's just...
Luckily for the Lego movie characters, it's canon that they take their heads and hair and all that off before they put on their new stuff.
That's true.
And then, not much else to say about that one. Like I said, again, I'm disappointed it's the same, standard Kai torso and leg printing.
Yeah, it's
Next
disappointing,
one is
but certainly not the worst.
This one seems fairly well received by the community as well, the GPL tech. And it has a Batman movie, well, not necessarily the movie, but Batman t-shirt, which is probably referencing Lego Batman movie, just like we had a Lego movie reference in an earlier figure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like the laptop. The cup's a little boring,
have we gotten that in black before? I'm not sure if we have. I know
don't know.
people
I don't
really
think
like
so.
the printing for it.
Her glasses really remind me of Robin.
Kind of. Robins were 3D though, which makes me clearly differentiate them myself.
Yeah, but Robins were 3D and all
it looks
that,
like-
but
They
it
seem
feels
to-
like it's supposed to represent Robin.
I think it is. Which is interesting.
I don't think it's supposed to
definitely the
represent
same.
Robin, because first off, this is a woman.
Well,
I don't think that it's
but Robin
representing
looked
Robin.
like
I
one
think
too.
it's referencing Robin.
Yeah.
I don't think so, really.
Well, she had the
I
Batman
don't
shirt
think
on.
that's
so
on
there's-
purpose.
there's-
That the Batman and the glasses are supposed to connect. It is cool how they do the long lab coat with the dual molded legs and printing, though.
Yeah.
I like that.
They've had a problem doing long coats for quite some time. It never looks quite right. Like, it's printed on the
This
front
is, again,
and it's
probably
not
one
on
of the
the
better
back.
ones. I'd honestly probably get this one for the laptop piece.
Not the most exciting minifig, but certainly one of the better ones in this group of 20.
I
So
definitely
then
think it's
we
nice.
have a few left, and I'm actually going to skip around the list for these next two, though, because next two are the Shark Army Angler, and I'm going to pair the Shark Army Octopus here.
Yeah.
We talked about this earlier. I think Mace shares the opinion with me that we're not a big fan of the Shark Army minions. I'm not sure how
Yeah,
Clinda feels about them, though.
I'm kind of meh about them, except for all of the cephalopod ones.
Well, yeah, there's an octopus here then, so I assume you like that.
Yes, I do. It's brilliant. It's glorious.
I
I'm buying
don't
that one.
like it. I think it clashes. It just looks not so cool.
The
It's
anglerfish
so-
looks like he beheaded
No,
an
it's-
ogre.
It's so uncool and it's so stupid. I must have it.
It'd be cool if they made the octopus tentacle stuff more like a beard or something.
That would be cool.
Again, I'm just not on board with the fish people thing. I understand
Well, I
why
think
they're
that-
doing it. I just don't
Yeah.
care.
I like how the
I-
one had the mace.
I see what you did there. I can think those of the little fish that everyone uses as weapons. I just think of them all as the weapons get stuffed into their mouths.
I'm pretty sure they're dead.
Well, yeah, but
Or
that
metal.
don't crush my dreams.
I must crush dreams.
Well, they are Lego. They might be alive. You never know.
So, the next one is one of the better ones. The next two are actually probably some of the best of the series. We have Cole in his street clothes. Cole and Zane notably don't have... Well, Kai doesn't even have last names like everyone else, so I guess they still don't want to canonize a name. Though,
yeah, because they don't
we
have
canonized
parents.
Dr. Julian's name, so technically it should be Zane Julian.
That's.
Unless Julian was his first name,
I think Julian
and
was his
he doesn't
first
have a
name.
last name.
I thought that was his first name, but I could definitely be wrong.
Well,
I'm certainly
usually
not
when
an
you say
expert.
doctor, though, you don't say, like, you know, their first name.
That's true. That's true.
Generally, yeah. Does
So
anyone
Cole
else...
comes with a ghetto blaster, which I'm still surprised is the official name for that piece.
Does anyone
Yeah.
else think that Cole looks like he's about to start breakdancing?
Yes.
Come on, he's bringing around a
boombox.
one of those, a boombox, and he
also,
flexed and his sleeves fell off. And
Yeah.
he's got the whole bad boy thing going on. He just looks like he's about to get down and break dance in the middle
Looks
of the
like he-
street, stopping traffic and everything.
So the Ninjago movie cipher for the characters on his shirt has been going around, and people translate it to say AC/DC.
And once you know that's what it says, you can easily tell that that is correct.
Air conditioning, dirt conditioning?
No, the band.
I like how this Cole has a
I'm
lot more
sorry.
personality than his TV show counterpart already.
Yeah, he does have a lot more personality. I'm not sure if it's personality I like.
I don't know what his personality is going to be like yet.
Something
I'm
is
hoping
better
it'll
than
be different.
nothing.
I do believe that hair piece is exclusive to this minifigure, though, so it's
It
all
looks like
around
it.
probably one of the better ones of the series.
I like that hairpiece better than his
It
sumo
does look
one,
new.
personally.
And that ghetto blaster is pretty nice.
Oh yeah, it's a really cool print,
I
and
do
I like the
Ghetto
gold.
Blaster. I like the coloration of the Ghetto Blaster.
Black and gold.
Right,
It's
so
a good
the
combo.
last one of this series is, again, one of the better ones. It's Zane.
Zane.
Still with that horrifying expression on his face.
Yeah, which makes you question
I know
Will
Zane's
eat your
views of life.
children.
I noticed that Cole's walking around with no sleeves and Zane has this sweater on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a sweater vest,
I know.
Glenda.
Does that mean that it's winter for his torso and summer for his arms?
It's a sweater vest.
He's a
It's
robot
always in
style.
style.
Again, does that mean
And
that
if you look
it's
under the sweater
winter for
vest,
his
it's
torso?
white. If you look under the shirt, under the sweater vest, it's also white, so he's wearing an undershirt, too.
He's wearing everything. Either that or
I
he's
think his
actually
white-
just...
Well, first off, he's a robot, so he doesn't feel temperature. And second
Well,
off,
how do you
he has
know
a
that?
backpack piece, which is a cool... How do I know what?
that this particular robot can't feel temperature. Because some robots
He's
are
the
He can feel whatever he
temperature
wants. He's a
sensitive.
robot.
He's the ice guy, so he's probably
Well,
very
Technically,
cold.
machines love cold
does
anyways,
that mean
but it
he's-
doesn't really matter in this nifty sweater vest, which has an alien conquest.
Yeah, the alien
reference on it.
conquest.
Okay, I love the aliens on it. The aliens are fantastic.
And they used
And
the
backpack
best
is
aliens.
not exclusive, but I believe it's a new color.
Nice.
They used the jump on the head mind control alien type guys, which are some of my favorite aliens Lego's done.
I'm not sure how I feel about this hair mold close up, because I feel like it only works with, like, Zane's sideburn printing.
Yeah, I don't think it would work for anything else. It looks
I
like
wish-
a hat.
I wish the sideburns
sorry,
were
but
part
it-
of the
Also,
hair.
is his hair white now instead of, like, the
It's
blonde?
white.
It's white. It's
Okay.
definitely
Because,
very
I
white.
didn't
Zane-
really notice that.
Not Zane. Lloyd now has the whitish, very
No, he has
platinum
the same
blonde.
blonde, doesn't he?
I thought that he was a.
He feels less yellow than his old blonde,
It's more of a
but I'm
platinum.
not
No,
an
that
expert.
I have a Lloyd minifigure right here. That is the same blonde.
Okay.
The only Lloyd I
Lloyd
have
has
is
like the
Golden
pale
Master
tan blonde
Lloyd.
as it is.
Okay. Because this Zane is definitely a lighter hair color than he used to have. I liked his
Yeah.
hair color better.
It's Snow White at this point.
In fact,
Ah, ah,
I
ah.
think
Sorry.
that Zane and Lloyd used to have the same hair color.
Yeah,
Well, that's what
not
I was
anymore. Now Jay
That's what I
and
was thinking.
Kai
Well,
have the
definitely
same
not
one.
the same here. I liked his old hair color.
Mhm.
I liked Zane's entire previous personality, so I'm really hoping that he doesn't get messed up in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got kind of boring after he turned into the Titanium Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's why I
there.
love Echo Zane so much, but you still haven't seen Skybound.
Watch
Wow.
it.
I'll get there.
So
Once
we're gonna have to
once I
take another
the
quick
time
break
to-
here. And then when we come back, me and Mace had some interesting things to talk about, and we're going to debate again the end of LEGO Dimensions.
Mhm. And whether it's ended now or it's ended later.
So stick around for that. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for new LEGO content every week at the BCC Crew. Welcome back to the BCC Podcast, segment 4. And before we get into our final discussion of the show, Glenda has to share with you this week's LEGO Ideas Spotlight.
Okay, yes. Now, this is a set that I was particularly interested in because it's based around a game that I played a lot when I was younger. This is a LEGO foosball table. So it actually works. If you have never played it before, then it's basically a soccer simulation before it was
I think
cool.
most people know what foosball are.
Good.
Unless
Foosball
we have
is
idiots
foosball.
watching. And if you don't know what foosball is, I don't mean particularly to insult you, but you might want to broaden your knowledge base.
You know, they remind me of the ninja. You got gold for Lloyd and black for Cole, blue for Jay, red for
Well, this-
Kai, white for Zane, and then this other white guy can be Nia.
I was thinking that the other white guy could... Hold on a minute. The other person could be Sensei Wu, maybe?
That's
I don't
true.
know.
But it feels like something that the younger ninja would do rather than Wu.
True. They dragged
Wu's
him
too
into it
busy
on the
messing
back.
up all the time. And conveniently forgetting to tell the ninja about the 50,000 threats he knows about.
Well, I didn't think it was important at the time that you know this.
But now that the world is ending...
We need to write down some of the stuff for Ninjago we wanted to talk about, because there's still a lot of plot points that we
There are,
wanted to have
yeah.
longer discussions on. We haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But after we are finished with all the LEGO movie sets, though, we got basically the rest of the year.
Yeah.
We can use all the time we want. Ha-ha.
Plus, I feel like though a lot of those we've been saving for when Ford and Leo come back, since they follow the show a lot too.
That's true.
Leo comes back, I believe, if not next week, the week after.
Yeah,
and then
think
Ford
that
shall be
Ford
back
comes
soon.
back in, what, 4 weeks?
He comes back at August, like the second week in August, I believe.
Okay.
Still, that's quite a while away. I'm going to be gone around that time too.
I need to check what time I'll be gone.
I will never be gone. I have no life.
Though, and I'm pretty sure he should be on for the rest of the summer.
Excellent.
But anyways, yeah, this is a cool set. I
The
liken
design.
it to the Maze Lego Ideas set, which was on shelves for a total of like 3 days. Seriously, what happened with that? That was not out for very long at all.
I forgot
know.
it even came out at all.
Well, when you say maze, I immediately think the Labyrinth game that they had.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one with the ball and everything, that one.
Okay, I actually don't remember that one very much.
It didn't feel like it was talked about too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a thing, and it just wasn't around for very long.
Yeah, nobody cared. Everyone voted for it, but nobody was going to buy it.
It's $133 on Amazon now.
And now nobody ever will buy it.
Well, I don't think Amazon cares. They just want to have one in stock.
Okay. Should we get back to the project, or is that basically it?
It's kind of cool. The
that's
foosball
basically
table.
it, I think.
Okay, something else cool. You can switch out all the minifigures for your own personal favorite minifigures, or whatever you want.
So if
And
you
it's a
want to
very
smack
cool
them in the head
color
with a
scheme.
ball, you can.
Yes.
Does this come with a ball? I'm not seeing a
If you
ball
want
in
to
these
get all the
pics.
LEGO Ninjago minifigures that are basically in all the other sets and abuse them, you can.
Making them play soccer is not abuse.
It is how I do it.
Well, technically,
It
you're
makes me
attaching a stick to their neck and you're making them flail around at a ball. That sounds like abuse to me.
This makes me question Q's experience with football, but okay.
I had a
called
foosball
soccer.
table until yesterday.
Until yesterday?
Yeah, it broke.
Rest in pieces, foosball.
Poor
But,
fella.
well, I mean, it broke a while ago. We got rid of it, I think. It's still sitting there unless someone salvages it. Because I've been moving stuff into my room, finally. And, like, all my Lego sets, which I just finished unpacking before the podcast.
Yay!
Excellent. I cannot wait to do that with my collection one day. I want to get
There's
it
been
back.
a couple things
out of
missing, though.
storage.
Like, I can't find Tahu Stars, and I can't find Alec. Just like we can't find if any more Dimension sets are coming out.
Oh.
Well, Wave 10, I believe there is enough evidence that Wave 10 has not been cancelled. Sure, Wave
Alright,
3.
so let's talk about that, Mace. How about you lay down the groundwork for the audience here?
Okay, so the
Come
very
on, break it
first
down.
leak list we ever got mentioned GB1 and GB2. Now, this leak list has been 100% correct in every other respect, with one exception. GB2 has not come out. So how can it be correct about everything else, but not
Go
correct
on.
about that one? Well, I believe it is correct about that one, we just haven't heard about it yet. You see, there was also another leak list for data mining that pulled up exactly how many Teen Titans sets, Powerpuff Girls sets, and what they would be, which minifigures would be in which one. It was 100% correct, that list, with one exception again. Lord Vortex Fun Pack, which we have not heard about yet. Now, could it be 100% correct except for that? Or could it actually be 100% correct? Which I believe it is. There is precedence for the Lord Vortex Fun Pack. Arthur Parsons did mention that they were working on that very early into year 2. He mentioned that they were working on that and that they would probably have it ready for year 3. Year 3's not happening anymore, as I'm sure we all know. So,
I just can't help but think Bionicles. We have the big bad here. Supposed to come out in year 3. That probably isn't going to happen. So now we're hoping it comes out end of year 2.
But there's still a little bit more. I have 2 more things.
Yeah,
to back
you
up
do
my
have
point.
more. So
The Lord Vortex audio had been leaked. It's still out there on YouTube. You can find it on a channel or 2. And it is still from Gary Oldman, who hires Gary Oldman and then throws away...
Wait, they had Gary Oldman do Lord Vortex?
Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
And who hires him and throws away his audio after he's recorded it? Nobody.
No one was
That's
any
Well-
sense. Nobody
Well,
with enough sense to
pays
hire
him.
It
him.
could be the same company that totally builds a model, puts it in a show, shows it in a contest, and puts it right in front of everyone and then never releases it.
No offense to Bionicle, but Gary Oldman is a bigger deal than Makuda's face.
Uncle Ben.
He is. He's a famous actor. You don't bring him back for year
That is
2
a...
and then not
See,
use it.
just my issue with that is I feel like they would have mentioned it at E3 if it was really going to come out.
And I have 2 more things.
Ooh.
The Goonies pack, it had its own brand new end credit roll filled with Goonies concept art and all the Goonie actors they had put into it and all that updated credit roll for year 2. It still mentioned Wave 10 in bold letters. So as of Goonies, Wave 10 had not been cancelled.
Right, but of course the development cycle is pretty long, so... And
Yes.
this would have been a recent thing.
That's my final point. The development cycle is really long. So, say 3 months between Goonies and Teen Titans, 3 or 4 months between the final wave. That's 6 months to get 2 fun packs done. I think they can pull that off.
Here's my question, though. Where are they going to put... Where are stores going to put a singular release Dimension
Well-
Lord Vortex pack?
Well, we have GB2, which still needs to come out.
I really don't think that's going to come out, honestly.
Well, to pad with Lord Vortex to finish the final wave.
Especially with how Ghostbusters did and how LEGO Dimensions did, it's not adding up that would be released.
But they may already have it ready. I mean, they leaked it in September of 2000.
I mean, it could have been a thing at one point, don't get me wrong, but they could have also canceled it based on sales.
That's
it takes
true, but
much
I feel
less time to cancel something as it does to make it.
That's true, but I think the most compelling piece of evidence is the Lord Vortex audio. Who brings Gary Oldman
Speaking
back?
of that, get me a link to that. So I'm
Okay.
source for that, so I can put it in the description for the audience.
Gotcha.
Good idea.
And they had him record, that's not just 1 or 2 lines that leaked, an entire character's worth of lines. You don't pay Gary Oldman prices for an entire character and then throw that away.
You do make a good point, but I just feel like there's been so much evidence pointing to us not getting it, especially the E3 stuff. I mean, if you have a singular pack left, you really want to make sure you hype this singular ending pack. And
Yes, but I think it's Wave 10. They can't get away with calling one guy a wave. So I think they're going to add at least 1 or 2 more. 1 most likely. And I think that 1 is
I
GB2.
really don't. I'll be surprised if they do that. It's not totally impossible. I don't think with every bit of news we've gotten, you've had some good arguments mentioning points why it may have 1 more pack. But
The pack
everything else
which
we've
we
gotten
already
is
have the
pointing to
audio
it having.
from. The pack that was in the data mining leak. The pack that Arthur Parsons has mentioned he was working on.
It's just so much, of the news and the coverage you've gotten. This has not pointed to there being another full wave of stuff coming out. And
But
it
it
wouldn't
still
make
says
much
Wave
sense
10.
marketing-wise for LEGO at this point.
It still says Wave 10 in the end credits.
Yeah, it does.
If
I was
it still
thinking
says
now,
that,
What else?
if it still says
And
that when
Bionicle
Teen
still
Titans is
said
added,
Makuda,
I think.
So,
Yeah, but Gary Oldman is a bigger deal than Makuda's face.
who knows? And who knows how much it takes to, to produce that much of a set based on how much they paid Gary Oldman for, if Dimensions isn't selling well, if it's worth it to release that.
Well, considering, I forgot my point, never mind, go on. I distracted myself in the middle of thinking.
I'm staying carefully passive upon this point, as you might have
yes.
noticed by me staying very quiet about this. I really don't know what's going to happen with this, and I look forward to seeing what LEGO decides to do about this.
That sounds like a
I have
PR
remembered my
response.
point I was going to say. Now,
What were you gonna
Lord
say,
I'll take
Vortex
that as a
had...
compliment.
It had been...
No, that's not a compliment.
I know.
They mentioned they were working on Lord Vortek back almost a year ago now. So they may have already
they're working on year 3.
They may have already had the molds done, and the molds can't be reused for anyone else. Not really. He has a very unique design to him. So if the pieces
Just
are
like
already
the
there,
mask
they
of
may
Ultimate
just
Power
like
had a
McCoy.
very
I
unique
know.
design to him.
But this guy's more likely.
Again, I'm not saying you're 100% wrong. However, I don't think we have definitive proof either way just yet, and I still feel like it's leaning more towards the way of if anything, maybe the final Lord Vortex pack, and more likely nothing.
They have to finish year 2. They promised us 3 years. If they don't finish year 2...
So, hey, LEGO promising us 3 years on something and not delivering? Huh. They've never broken one of those promises before, have
but
they?
This is a bigger,
Never.
more public
They're just
deal.
so great about those 3-year promises.
But this is a bigger, more public deal than Bionicle. As much as I like Bionicle, Dimensions matters more to more people.
It's also more expensive, though, if they have to program more levels.
That's true. But they already did all that. All
We'll
the levels
see
are done.
how that
All they
is
have
going
to do
forward.
all they have to do is put Lord Vortex minifigs on a production line. The rest is done. The dialogue's done. The character was...
Yeah, but it's not like a production line is that cheap.
That's true.
And they still got retailers to buy it.
That's true. I would think that they're saving Lord Vortex for maybe some sort of ending to the whole thing.
They could. Again, it could still go either way, as I say it over and over again.
They may pull a
I'm
Hobbit
just not all that
and just
optimistic.
ditch us without the end, though.
So I think that's about all we have to say on that, and that's going to have to about do it for the episode today. Be sure to leave your comments on what you think's happening with Dimensions in the comment below. Also, I know we were pretty negative about the minifigures compared to other outlets. So feel free to say how you disagree in the comments below. It's just our opinions there. There's no right or wrong, except for the ones that are literal re-releases of what's in the sets. There's no excuse for those.
Yeah.
None.
Absolutely. No. Yeah.
So, for Glenda, Mace, and myself, LQ, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Have a good one.
Farewell.